Okay, let me continue this video.
Relationship. And I love how she worded this. She's like, all right, what's the theme for tonight? Michelle Obama, or I think it was Cardi B. Yeah, yes, Cardi B or Michelle. I love how she worded this. She went, my last serious relationship. I was involved with a woman. My last serious relationship, and I love how she worded this. She's
Yes,
like,
now,
all right,
Cece.
what's the theme for tonight?
You didn't know
Michelle Obama, or I think it was Cardi B. Yeah, yes, Cardi B or Michelle Obama. So she had the duality. She knew that I like the duality, and she knew how to switch it up.
Okay, that's fair. Does anyone else want to?
Okay, so that's a person is engaged with a young lady. Like, what do you like today, Michelle Obama or Cardi B? And she knew how to switch it up. This gentleman down here, Andre, is clearly saying, like, I'm okay as long as it's wild stuff. You can switch it up. I like, I kind of like, I like Virgin Mary / Cardi B type of vibe, Official brother Andrew is like, what is he? What is simp talk? He's a fucking simp. What is he talking about?
I'm in.
I was gonna say, do you guys think that men
hit the like button, please?
Do with women being promiscuous on the internet?
Absolutely.
Do you men take any type of accountability or role in that?
Don't answer that question. That's a loaded question. Don't answer that question. Let's repeat the question. Gentlemen. This is the kind of question you don't answer. Don't attempt to answer the question. You answer this question, you're talking too much.
I'm in.
I was gonna say, do you guys think that men have something to do with women being promiscuous on the internet?
Absolutely.
Do you men take any type of accountability or role in
Brother Andrew is going to answer the question.
Absolutely not.
He's going to answer.
Here's the thing.
Oh no, it's not gonna say just no. He's gonna elaborate. Let's continue. We're gonna hear it. Brother Andrew's content is lovely.
Any and everything gets attention, right? If someone takes a
We're
shit
doing
out,
work,
it'll
or
get
say be
attention,
more.
but from who? It'll get attention from flies. The women who have that high level of promiscuity, they also have trauma stories to go along with that.
Wait, if you think whenever he says promiscuity is talking about twerking on the internet, put a 1 in the chat. I'm still trying to figure out what it means by promiscuity. If you think whenever he says that he's talking about twerking on the internet, or maybe he's talking about something else, what else is he talking about? So does that mean you as her guy will need to go through all our pics and BM videos and do a cleanse? Well, mine, according to Brother Nu, she's not understanding. Listen, if you don't understand at this point,
you get it. If you don't get it, forget about it.
Right.
Cece, let's just move forward. Okay, I promise you, there's probably nothing much more than the confusion to understand. These people love extremes. There are no women between Michelle or Cardi B. They will call normal women boring. You think? I think there's an in-between. You don't think it's a spectrum? Michelle, Cardi B. You don't think? You think? Okay, those are extremes. I think they're just talking about it. I think they will see you as Cardi regardless. But if you feel that you may have an issue with what a woman may have on her social media, then go and check before even asking the person on a date. Ideally, yes, but let's just pretend that I just didn't see it. I'm too busy. I'm a high value man. I'm getting paid so I can take care of us. So you can just live in the house forever and not have to work. So then we started dating before I find out. I'm just giving Brother Nu the benefit of the doubt here, right? And I found out and I was like, can you please take down the twerking video since we're in a relationship? How would you respond to that? Let me pick on a couple of people. CC, So Beauty, shout out to you, So Beauty. Babe Wins, Marriott. How would you respond to that if I say, hey, that twerking video, let's just assume it's not necessarily a twerking video. It's just you showing your backside like and taking a picture like this. You know how you go like this and you do like this, right? Or it could be as simple as, just the picture of our food. You know how you ladies like to take the picture of the food before we start eating on the date, right? And it's like, why are you telling all our business, right? Everybody's threshold is different. But some people's promiscuity could be just the food. I'm capping, I know, but stay with me, okay? And they say, hey, can you take down, I don't want everybody to know what, about the I don't want them to know about the food. In Nigeria, I'll say, you don't know, there's people looking at the food we are eating. You don't want people in our matter. In this world, there's spiritual attacks everywhere, right? Bottom line is that they're telling you that they don't like that thing you're making public. And they say, hey, since we're dating, can you just take it down? How would you respond to that? Let me see. Life Mosaic says, some people might not twerk, but very promiscuous. Another angle. You're supposed to soothe our feelings and make us feel a little bit better, Life Mosaic. You're scaring the ish out of us by even saying that. So they don't twerk, but they're promiscuous regardless. That is scary. Scary. What did Brother Anu say yesterday? Spooky. He said spooky. That is spooky. MOP, I don't easily understand stuff. Can please stand up and twerk so we can get it at the back? Wait, do I need to show you twerking video? How we do this? Let me see if we can find something a little clean. I think what we call twerking when it comes to what's her name? Tia Mowry, I think it's still clean. I think a lot of people just get triggered out there by the fact that she filed for divorce. Let me see. She does do a little bit of dancing here and there on the internet, but I think they're exaggerated too. Let me see if I can find one. She knows how to trigger them. Oh, she's twerking on the internet. She asked for divorce and then she's over there twerking on the internet. I'm like, really? She's been twerking, just twerking all along. I'm trying to see if I can find one right now. I'm going through her page. This is her page. This is the beautiful Tia Mowry. Let's see. Did she have any dancing videos here? Trying to see. Okay, so this one is not twerking, but this is something that be like, why are you showing that? Why are you showing that on the internet? Can you take that down since we're not dating? That's her beautiful mother. Look at that. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if I can find a video where she might have been twerking. Okay. Okay. Uncle Beno, you know what twerking is now, right? Okay. The skirt is too short for a married mother with children. Don't you think? Wait, can you guys see? Is it big enough? Okay, you guys can see right here. Okay. All right. So that's not exactly twerking, but that's a dance. Let me see if anything else. But as soon as she filed for divorce, okay. What is this? This is okay. That's not exactly twerking, but I don't know. I'm trying to see. So as you can see, there's not too many videos here of her doing anything excessively inappropriate. But you know how that goes. When you see one of it, let's just judge her, Jari. You know, it is what it is. I'm trying to see if they can find anything. Okay. Let's see. It's not too many stuff going on here. But anytime she does anything close to twerking, they definitely catches it. Or they catch it. Okay, let's look at this one. Aha. Which vibe are you channeling today? Okay, that's a lot. For a mother. Okay. She's turned off comments. Is that what I'm looking at? She turned off comments. Interesting. I wonder why she turned off the comments. Let's see if we can look at one more. Let me leave this alone. I'm going to leave this alone. The point here is that Uncle Beno, the first one I showed you is what some people consider twerking. You don't have to go too far before some people get triggered. Okay, it is what it is. My man wouldn't need to ask me personally. I would feel a type of way because it's showing me you're being controlling. So we would jump all the way from, hey, we're dating now, respect me. You'll be all the way at controlling. You're getting ready to say, hey, You're being controlling. Why are you taking pictures of food? Are you a food blogger? Another angle, you see? Exactly. Well, if you're a very private person, don't date a social butterfly. That's a good point. Don't come there and then try to change them. That is precisely what we call controlling behavior. Today, Dr. Shala call it witchcraft. Controlling behavior is witchcraft. The reason why I agree with that is because oftentimes the people that are controlling, they don't realize they're being controlling, and that makes it even super hard for them to admit it. Because oftentimes they can't see. They're like, yeah, we're just trying to make sure we protect these people. Yeah, right. You're trying to change people. That's what it means. Okay? You don't understand the power of influence and how much more it is better than using controlling. All of that is big English for you, so you're confused at this point. So it's witchcraft. I'll conclude it's witchcraft at this point. Yes, it's in as juju. If you know that you're creating the result that you don't like, then it's time to seek help. Okay, if you want to change it. Let's see. Hello, D-Love. D-Love, you should have brought about 15 more people. Hit the like button. Welcome. Welcome, D-Love. Uncle Beno said this is not twerking, so you knew what twerking was. Wait, I thought she and her twin were Jesus babies. Chidima, are you trying to take us back to Jesus babies? Just because you twerk doesn't make you not Jesus baby. That's precisely what Jesus babies do. Twerking on the internet. What do you mean? Let's see. Kemi said, I'm a lady, and even if I roll my eyes sometimes when people keep taking pictures of food, does that make me bad belly? I don't know. These are the issues. You know, everything is in the eyes of the beholder. Let's play a little bit more of this. Brother Nu is still talking. Okay, let's stop being rude.
You will take a look at those women. Take a look at their lives when they cut the camera off, or they're married. What's their living situation? You understand what I'm saying? Are their children out of wedlock? When you take a look at their lives off the camera.
Yes, I love the sound of my money being wasted. Who the heck likes
it all lines up. This woman has had a ton of trauma. Women who twerk on the internet, not all, but a lot of them. Women who twerk on the internet, they have multiple children out of wedlock.
Women, listen, if you agree with that, put a 1 in the chat. If you disagree with that, put a 2 in the chat. Women would twerk on the internet. Let's repeat it.
It all lines up.
It all lines up.
This woman has had a ton of trauma. Women who twerk on the internet, not all, but a lot of them.
Type that out for me, please. Women would twerk on the internet, not all, but a lot of them. A lot of them is still generalizing. If you say a lot of them, it depends on the context of what you're saying. If you say a lot of them, you say most, you say 95%, you say 80%, or you say 51%. It's the context that tells me if you're generalizing or not, okay? And by the way, it's okay to generalize, but you have to make it okay for me to tackle it, that's all, okay? All right, good. Women who twerk on the internet, what?
Women who twerk on the internet, they have multiple children out of wedlock.
They have multiple children out of wedlock. Women who twerk on the internet, they have multiple children out of wedlock. If you agree with that, put a 1 in the chat. If you disagree with that, put a 2 in the chat. Have multiple children. Women who twerk on the internet equals to have multiple children out of wedlock. I just want to know. Tell me, okay?
Those women are usually not living the best life. They're usually unwedded, right?
They're usually not living the best life, usually unredded. Okay. Unredded means they're not educated, right?
So there are negative things that come along with that. There are negative things that come along.
So that come along with that. Is it not being redded that leads to twerking on the internet, or is the twerking on the internet that leads to multiple children out of wedlock? I would like to know what's the cause and what's the effect. I'm very, very curious at this point.
With that, and I think as a woman, you should evaluate, like, am I winning? Where does this leave me? Where is this level of promiscuity?
As a woman, all of us should evaluate. As a person, am I winning? I've had to do that a lot in recent times. Not with regards to romantic life, but in other aspects of my life. Unwedded, not redded, thank you. I've had to assess things, right? And a big part, let me be vulnerable with you guys. Focus is a big deal for me. Focus. focus is something that some of you that have seen my other platform, you know I've talked about this. Focus. Right? Focus is one of the most difficult things for me to do. I can acknowledge that as a person. So I've had to be extremely anal about being focused. But I believe that most human beings also struggle with focus. Right? So a statement is true, not just for women, but also all of us, right? Am I winning? What does winning mean to you? That creates another question. What does winning mean to you? Am I succeeding? What does success mean to you, right? That creates another question. But I'm guessing Brother Nu is not going to, it's just going to say whether it means winning.
The things that come along with that. And I think as a woman, you should evaluate, like, am I winning? Where does this leave me? Where is this level of promiscuity? Where does this leave me?
Oh, not the promiscuity again. We're talking about promiscuity today, by the way, everybody. The topic is I'm 38 and single because I don't like promiscuity. That's what we're supposed to. That's what we're supposed to be talking about. But then, you know.
Where does this end up? Is any man taking me serious? Yeah, I get a lot of attention, but do they take me home to meet their mother? If I'm in a relationship, go ahead. I don't mean to be long-winded.
Oh, I'm sorry. And I was going to say, I think that's where.
Now, he said, go ahead. I didn't mean to be long-winded. If I were Brother Nu, I wouldn't stop. I would finish my thoughts. But I have a theory on why he stopped. Okay? I feel like Brother Nu might be on a journey. Okay? That's what that moment told me. Yes, I'm picking up on the moment. That moment tells me a lot. But let me come to the chat. Women who twerk on the internet means they have a lot of children outside of wedlock. 2. You don't agree. D-Love said 2. Kemi said 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus Christ. Women who twerk on the internet that have multiple children out of wedlock. Is this APC Bishop statistics? I have a feeling you might be onto something, Chidima. 2. But I bet no. Do you agree with that or no? If you're listening, I didn't see yours, so I didn't see yours. If you're a brother, I know you guys are always hiding and not talking. Tell me, do you agree with that or not? Unwedded, not unredded. Unwedded, not married. Are you getting married or not? As he asked himself if he's winning, is he still single or it's all right? Chidima, that's whataboutism. Answer the question first. That's whataboutism. It's the spirit of twerking that causes single motherhood. These people and their reasoning, I don't understand. Listen, it's Brother Nu. It's Brother Nu. He's telling us something here. Maybe we can learn 1 or 2 things. Let's see. How could she say that women who twerk on the internet have multiple children? Where did she get that from? She did smoke Igbo. I need the sound effects. She did smoke Igbo. I need that. I'm gonna need that. Yeah. Send it to me in the back chat if you find it anyway. Just the sound. You did smoke Igbo. But Anu spoke the truth, but he talks so much. But Anu, do you have a channel? Wait, Marriott, this your eyes where you do like this. What does that mean? Did you mean what you said? I want to know if you mean what you said first. Okay. But Anu spoke the truth. He's speaking his truth for sure. You know, I have to believe that all the women is seen twerking on the internet have multiple children outside of wedlock. I have to believe him on that. I'm sorry, yo.
Oh my days,
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to believe. I have to believe him. All the women he's seen on the internet, twerking on the internet, all of them, I have to believe him. All of them, they have multiple children outside of wedlock. Yeah, I have to believe him. Sorry, I have to believe him, right? That's his experience. It is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. You don't agree? Tell me your own truth. Okay? Tell me your own truth if you do not believe. Let's see. Yes, TV say, can you please call back? Can't seem to reach you. What are you talking about? Yes, TV. Did you mean to type that here? Or are you saying disconnect? What's going on here? You didn't hear it? You never hear it. What is Brother News Channel? I need it for Film Girl. May God forgive you. MOP remembers APC Bishop tonight. Listen, APC Bishop. That's my guy. It's not allowed here though. Yes, I'm owning the whataboutism with my full breast. Wahala. Don't let them hear that till that will bring them to the yard. Oh. To be serious, he was saying many things that made sense, many things that were personal gripes. The other guy gave us nothing with his blue Cantrell Sonnies. I see what you mean, but I think the other guy was actually reading the room, and but I'm not sure if he's that much better. Anyway, but he didn't give us much to work with, so and I'd rather he does that. Anyway, let me play a little bit more.
A lot of women, you hit a good point, because a lot of women get attention and respect mixed up. A lot of women be on the internet twerking and half naked, so they're getting a lot of comments, they're getting a lot of views, and they think, oh, they're doing their thing, but they're not being respected. And I think it's because, and that's where I'm like, do men take accountability, because they're giving the women that attention?
Yeah,
but,
so they assume that that's what you should be doing. I agree.
When you go,
she says she agrees. What she's talking about is that if you go on my discovery page on Instagram, you might see a lot of Tunde Ednut, God bless African booty, like about 60 yards of booty. And somehow those women will interpret that as that's what I want in my house. That's what she's talking about. So she wants me to hold myself accountable. She wants me to hold myself accountable for all the big booties on my Instagram discovery page, because maybe I like them, maybe I mistakenly double tap on them, or maybe Tunde not just have them in my face because he has other type of content going on. I should hold myself accountable for the big booty that's been presented on my discovery page. See logic.
You think so they're wise?
I should hold myself accountable for that. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com.